for whoever's like watching back on this. I'm just setting myself up. I should have done this beforehand. And I need to get my live chat up. Okay. So I'm just going to move my phone. Hi, Melissa. Hold on. I'm literally just setting myself up. So I'm back for part 3. And I thought I was going to do it yesterday. But Rio was still really unwell. I mean, he's still unwell now, but he's a little bit better today. He's a little bit perkier. So I thought I'd get on with this. I'm going to use some Prismacolors next. Ah, KP! Oh, honestly, I just had so much fun with you and Francis talking last night. Oh dear, I couldn't stop laughing. Okay, so I'm going to pick out some greys. I'm going to go along with this, and whoever joins, joins. And we're going to go for the case and the inside. I know, you were dying, you were dead, as you keep saying. Oh gosh, I was in bed last night. I had mascara down my cheeks when I was just listening to one of your chats. And for Melissa, I was talking to KP last night, in case, and anyone who's watching this back. KP, over at KP Colours, her and Francis were doing a colour along, and other girls have joined in. And we were talking last night, and we were talking about unfortunate names, which just started me off. And then I was watching one of KP's videos, and she kept talking about swooping down on the page. And then she just came out with something that said, "What am I, a bird?" And it just caught me off guard. You know those moments in life which catches you off guard? I was in hysterics. I was sitting there in hysterics. So I'm going to try these. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Tatty. I'm going to just try and pick out some colours. I don't like that one. So I need to have a little play around. Okay, so I quite like that one. So I'm going to go for 70% cool grey. And I need a lighter grey here. So maybe a 20. Yes, I like that. I like that. I'm in a fairly good mood today. So, and I like that one, which is a 50%. Because I'm going for the cool greys here. Cool beans. I'm going for 20%, 50% and 70% cool grey. So they're the ones I'm going to go for. You're forgetting Jabba, KP. Jabba's here as well. Jabba the dragon. Yeah, that's Tilly. Tilly's singing. Rio's still sick, but he's perked up a little bit. He's eaten a little bit today. So I'm just using out of my small 72 set because I can't be bothered to get all the 150 set out. And this is going to have colours that I want in it, so that's fine. Hola! Are you Spanish? I did Spanish in school. But I don't know Spanish. I can't remember a thing. Right, okay, so I'm going to get on with this instead of talking. But, quickly before I get on, actually, I got some more clips from Ashley today. So I got, look, they're hedgehogs. I was like, I can't deal with these. I just cannot deal with how cute these are. And then I got the bear, bumblebee bear. Then for Easter, I got the Easter bunny with the egg and the little chick. This came free. This was like a sparkly macaroon. And then a coffee cup because just look at that. And then I can't deal with the mousse. The mousse and the hot chocolate, I mean, come on. So, hi Charlotte. So I am so excited for these. So now I can like chop and change because at the moment I'm using my little dear. Very apt, look. Ella and what can we name him? Oh, I don't know. Cosmo. We'll name him Cosmo. I know, Tatty, I saw yours. I was like, ooh. And then something else exciting happened today as well. And I was like, do you know what? I have no control. I got the Jade Summer just because it's Alice in Wonderland. So I could do a flip through. I know Melissa put a flip through up as well. So got that. And then something else exciting happened. And we won't discuss this purchase very much. So I got the Pinocchio and the Snow White. And I was like, do you know what? I just need to stop. Can someone just stop me? Stop me now. Just stop me. I have no as I said, I have no responsibility for my actions. None. Okay, so shut up, Sam, and get on with it, Sam, eh? Okay, so I'm getting my pencils. Yeah. So, yeah, I have not stopped laughing for 2 days. I can't stop laughing. I've just been in a very giggly mood over just stuff. No, none of us. No, because none of us have any responsibility, Desiree. Rio's still sick, Charlotte. Thanks for asking. But he is a little bit better. He's eating anyway, so that's a good sign. Okay, so now I'm going to go down first very lightly with my 20% cool grey. I'm going to do the suitcase, and we'll go from there. So Desiree made me very happy today. She sent me some pictures of what she's done, and they look amazing. She's done the colour combination on the roses. You know, I don't know if I've shown you guys, but this one that I did, the roses, and they look exact. Hi, Alicia. They look exactly the same, and I was just like, oh my gosh, Desiree, you know, wow. I wouldn't know the difference, so I was flattered. Hi, Marcella. So yes, for those joining in, I am using 20% cool grey, and I'm just going down as a base first. My partner might come in a minute. He just popped to the bank. Thanking you, dear. Thanking you. I swear someone slipped me something today. I've not stopped laughing. I've been in a very giggly mood. Which is good instead of, I mean, I've been so worried for the past God knows how many days, you know. I think it was a good release. Oh, good night, Alicia. Have a good sleep. I know, Kalina, I've not stopped. Oh, dear. So, I have got tea this time. Do you like my mug? It's, I don't want to, like, spill my tea, but it's the evil queen from Snow White. I should have put my phone on charge while I'm doing this. Hold on. I've got to put the lead around now. Yeah, Regina. It'd be quite cool if it had one that was based on Regina in Disney, actually. Is that charging? I don't even know if that's charging. I am literally just going very, very lightly. So, I've been so happy and flattered. I'm more flattered than anything that anyone likes my colouring. So, for those of you that have been doing this and, you know, following me, thank you. That just means the world to me. I'm like, you know, I'm just like a hobby colourist. So, thanks. That's really, 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 really flattering and very, very humbling for me. I'm so happy. No, I sent my mum your picture, Desiree, and I'm like, look! Mum, look what Desiree's done. And my mum was like, ah. Because as you know, for those of you that's in the Reading with Pugs group, my mum's a colourist as well. Like, she loves to colour. She colours all the time. More than me. And, yeah, so she shares my enthusiasm over it all. And, yeah, she was so impressed. She was like, oh, that's really, really sweet. And I was like, I know. My partner's coming in, so if you hear a load of noise, it's just him. Oh, Marcella, just send me, like, your pictures. I'd like to see that. And the dog's going to bark because my partner's just come in. I'm just going to... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm still on cool grey, 20%. So it might be noisy for a second because Andrew's just coming in and Chip has to go and investigate, as dogs do. You know what dogs are like. The door goes and they're there. Okay, so we'll start off with this side. So now I'm going to go to... Yeah, hi Andrew. Hello. 50, he said hi YouTube. 50% cool grey. And then I'm going to go down And then, as I usually do, I fade out with all my colours. So, instead of streaming yesterday, because, yeah, I just wasn't up for it yesterday, to be quite honest. Like, I did stuff at home, and then I was still worried about Rio, and then I just thought, you know, I just needed, like, a night. Kalina says, hi, Andrew. Hello. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, then I just wasn't in the mood for it in the end. So I thought, no, okay. So I've got some time now before I toddle off and have a late lunch. And I thought, okay, let's start the suitcase at least and have a little chat. And that's why I'm here. So Kalina's also doing the Tinkerbell from Peter Pan's Fabiana. I'm nearly done with her. I'll show you her after. We'll go with this first. I'm going to say thirsty then. Does that mean I'm thirsty? First. Okay, so as I said, I'm just like fading out. And then I can always blend back in after. Oh yeah, because I can show you the shine, can't I? I can show you the shine. Hold on. I'm probably going to stream till 5 and then, yeah, we can put lunch in.
It's a bit late.
We'll put them in before that. People are going to wonder what the hell I'm talking about. Andrew's asking me about falafels. Which is for lunch. Because I put falafels in the oven and then like I do a falafel pita thing with hummus, which is really nice actually.
So we've gone vegan mode 101.
No, we haven't gone vegan. It's just that we like falafels. And people can hear you because the microphone picks you up. Yeah, I love falafels. The Moroccan ones, they're so good. Kalina, you should hear. Andrew would tell you how much I could not catch my breath last night, could I, Andrew? I was in bed, like, I couldn't stop. Like, every time I think of it, I go in a giggle fit. But Andrew would tell you I had to get up and baby wipe my face because the mascara was running down my cheeks that much.
I thought she'd had a drink.
Yeah, she thought I was drunk. And I don't drink. And then I was telling him about your coughing emoji that you used when you were dying laughing. Oh dear.
I might put them in for you, but I'm going to have because that chicken.
Okay.
Should I put them in for you or not?
Gosh. No, I'm okay at the moment, thanks, Andrew. Andrew, stop talking to me. I'm on the stream. Oh, I need to compose myself. This is not very professional. Andrew, see you later.
I wanted to get him tube.
You're on the tube, so shush. Can someone kick him out? Okay, so I think I've covered. I'm going to go with my darker one now, which is a 70% cool grey. Andrew, shut that please, because it's so noisy. This is what happens when you're live. Like, why is there so much noise?
You can hear that?
Yes. You think we're married? Honestly. We're not. We should be. It's 13 years, but we're not. But that's a different subject. Okay, so I'm just literally like how I always do. I'm gonna blend this all in with the lightest colour after. Exactly, you can hear, see? He doesn't think that. This is why it's so much easier when everyone's either asleep or out. Andrew. Oh my gosh, honestly, will someone come and get him, please? Oh dear, someone come and get him and take him. Oh. I'm going to cut him off in a car soon. Now he's stuck. I don't know if you can hear. Now he's stuck on his YouTube, which is... Can someone please come and take him? I'm not even kidding you. Andrew, shut that door, please. He's got on some such crap rock music. Can someone seriously tell him to stop? Now, why do people do this? He says to me, do you want me to be quiet? And I'm like, yep. just shush for an hour. It's fine. Like, you know, being quiet is good. And then he comes in, he's like, can I be on the stream? Can I talk? Can I do this? And I'm like, no, go away. Stop being a pest. He just looks at me like, all right. And then he still gets his 2 pence worth in. And I'm like, oh, do you know what? I give up. At least Chip's being quiet. Well, I seriously need to do some work on this. Yeah, KB, seriously. Oh dear, like Andrew is usually quite quiet, and he's a very shy man, like seriously shy. He's not like a big social butterfly or anything. So for him, it's like his 5 minutes of fame, I'm sure. It's like, can I be heard? Can they hear me? And I'm like, yep, they can hear you. He's seriously got the crappiest music on, and I can't even deal with it. We're so opposite, me and Andrew. Like, he likes things that I cannot stand. So, like, I watch everything that I want to watch when he's in bed or fast asleep. And I do everything that I want to do when he's quiet. Because we are just so opposite. But that works for us. Oh, no, I'd die. And that would be me dying then. Kalina, I'd die. If it was British rap, I'd die. It's I don't even know what this is. It's just noise. It's not music, it's just noise. It's a pure noise. Right, I am just getting a base down of this, and then I blend out with my lighter one, as you know, so. He's got to be on his best behaviour next time. You can't, like, predict what's going to happen live, can you? Like, it's like, what's going to happen? Oh, and then let your boyfriend act a complete, like, Wally. Just act like a Wally, and that's, you know, that's how to be. And for those of you in the US, Wally just means silly. Okay, so, just getting my base down. Hiya, Nats, how are you doing? Okay, so it doesn't look that great at the moment because it's all uneven, but that's fine. So I'm going to go back in now with my 50% and just blend that out. I'm not going to the bottom, I'm just blending it out from where it's sort of like meets. Or as Kalina was saying, swoop. I'll swoop it out. Yeah, I am fine. And Rio is, he's still sick, but I think he's trying to like get on the mend now. I mean, he's eating and he's moving around a bit more instead of just like in one spot. So that's always a good sign when they start eating. You need to watch it. I think you'd crack yourself back up, Kalina, if you watched your videos back. And for those of you who have not, go and subscribe to Kalina just for the sake of listening to her conversations, and Francis on over at Colour and Francis. Those two, oh dearie me. I stick them in my earphones and colour. I've got some more to catch up with actually. I was so behind, like I'm catching up slowly. You're welcome. Every time I say that now, I don't know if there's any Disney fans here. Every time I say you're welcome, I have the, you know, the song from Moana in my head. That, what The Rock sings. Oh dear. I was watching that this morning again. It's just always on the movie channels at the moment, so if it comes on, I just leave it on. And drive Andrew absolutely insane singing the songs. He's like, no, not again. Not again. I'm like, yep. Again. Right, I need to go to my lighter shade and sort this out now because I've laid the colours down.
What am I supposed to do? You're monopolising the table.
Just move that. There you go. Hold door. Oh yeah. Hold the door. Hold door. Only Game of Thrones people will understand that. Hold door. Okie dokie. So, right, we're going to our lighter shade now. I think I might need to sharpen actually. I don't even know where my sharpener is half the time. I find it.
Would you like me to do it?
No, thank you.
I wasn't going to do it anyway, I just thought it.
Nah, I think you'd mess my picture up, Andrew. Okay, so now I'm with my lightest shade, which is a 20% cool grey, and I'm just going to just blend that all in, and hopefully it will blend in and won't look a hot mess. Because I'm concentrating, but not really. I got it on a single seller. It's in the UK, Desiree, called Tiger Pens, but I don't know if they do international shipping. You'd have to look it up. But if you've got any suppliers, then have a look to see, like any shops that sell single pens and pencils, just maybe inquire. Or like stationery shops sometimes, if you go into them and you inquire about them, they'll order them in for you. So you'd have to have a look, because I'm pretty sure Tiger Pens are only in the UK. And yeah, it's an M&R sharpener. And Natalie says, hi Andrew.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know if that's coming out or not. I find with the M&R sharpener, well, I've never had any breakages with that. It doesn't break any of the pencils, especially the Prismas, because they're notorious for it, aren't they? And they're great. And you can just buy the blades. You don't have to buy the whole thing again, which I have got here in front of me. So if you get the blades, they come in a pack of 10, which are really inexpensive, and you just change the blades on them. So, oh, my white pen, or my buff titanium, it died a death last night. So look how small that is. It's got no life left in it, so I haven't got the heart to chuck it, so it can sit in there. You can get them on Amazon. You can, again, most stationery shops, online, wherever you're from. Are you in the UK? Marcella. Ah, right, Colt pens. Have you heard of Colt pens? Colt pens and Tiger pens are brilliant. I use Colt pens a lot, and usually if you spend £10, you get free delivery in the UK. So it's really good. Yeah, go on Cult pens. And they do pencils, single pencils. They do pens. They do like Wink of Stella. They do everything on that site. You just have a little look. No, don't bin it. Or throw it in the trash. No, don't bin it. It's fine. I love my M&R sharpener. I won't use anything else now. I've got a few others. I don't like my T-Gal. My T-Gal is just pants completely. And I can't get to grips with that one. You're going to hear the budgie shouting now. I'm going to go in with black in a minute and just darken, I think. I have no idea where I'm going with this, but I just know that I wanted a grey suitcase. And we can tidy it up. Of course, you can adapt this to do however you want. This is not like mandatory, you do it my way. I mean, this is just me. Thank you, Carly. Desiree says hello, Andrew, as well. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's got his mouth full of his lunch, so it was a hello. And have I practiced first? No, my fur is rubbish. Like, seriously rubbish. I'll show you my attempt at fur, and it looks like someone needs to give it a good brush. I'll get there, but at the moment I'll just block colour furs because it looks fine and it will do. I need to find my black. No, that's not black. Where's black? Why can you never find a pencil when you need it? Okay, I can't find black. I'm gonna have to get black. There's a black in this 72 set, isn't there? Yes. Yeah, you can make like a frame or something, couldn't you? Like quite a few people. My mum's got so many of them. I haven't got one. Like that is the first pencil that I've ever worn down to that, you know, small size. Oh my god, the noise. Okay, so I've got black now. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's just to give some shadow. And I am going so lightly. It's just to give a bit of depth, I suppose. Just around, especially where there's things. I should have eaten before I streamed. My stomach's like talking to me at the moment. And then I'm going just with my darkest, which is the 70% cool grey. Blend that out a bit. Are you still in frame? Are you still in frame? Are you still in frame? The camera's like above me. So I'm looking forward to whatever silly conversations that I've got going next, because yeah, we do like a silly conversation. Okay. Hi, anyone coming in? Hi. Oh, that's so sweet. It's so nice to hear like lovely feedback, and that people actually enjoy watching boring old me. So thank you. I said to Kalina last night, like I find myself so boring to watch. So thanks. It's just to do where there's like things, objects that might cast a bit of a shadow. I'm just so slow. It's 4:30, yeah. Mind you, I eat dinner very late. Like, we have lunch now and then have dinner at like 8, 9. But my stomach is growling. I don't eat much, and then when I do, you know, when it is time to eat, it's like, Sam, eat. This is just the black into the shadowy, like where you might have a cast shadow because of leaves, or like with the clasp or something. It's wherever there might be a bit of a darker area, I suppose. Don't know if it makes a huge amount of difference, but like, yes, we'll go with it. And then it would be good if I got things out like before I started this, wouldn't it? But I don't know where I'm going with it, so I'm just planning it as I go. Oh, thanks. Well, I think I am half the time, but I sit there. Can you hear the microwave? Like, what is going on here? Alright, this is my buff titanium in luminance. I don't know if this is going to make a huge difference, but we'll go with it. But I need to buy like just a pack of 10 of these if they ever had them, because I use buff titanium all the time instead of white, because white I find like takes the colour out, whereas buff titanium's got a bit of a like tint of colour. Oh, I should be putting a little bit of shadow there really, shouldn't I? This is black. I didn't even see that. It's because I'm talking. That's what happens.
And because we design, make, deliver and install, you pay the right.
You learned how to do. I didn't realise that in America you did Fahrenheit and we use Celsius. So we're trying to work it out what the temperatures were over the last few days. And I was saying, like, I didn't know how to do it. So KP, she's Googled it. And we worked out. And it was like an epiphany. We had an epiphany over how to work out temperatures.
I think it's 10 degrees is 40 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, well, we didn't know how to work it out. We were trying to work it out last night. So, oh no, like everything's falling down in the background. I'm knocking everything. I knocked Jack over because I've got Jack sitting there. I've also got Sally sitting there and Groot sitting there. And when I move my book, I seem to just kind of knock everything over. Okay, so we'll go with that for now because we can always tweak it if we want to. So we're going to go back now with the 20% cool grey. I'm just going to turn this ever so slightly. Woohoo! You're an hour ahead, Cassandra. Thanks for joining. Yeah, same here. Artistic Breeze. What's your name? Sorry, I missed it. I like to remember names so I don't like call you like, hi, Artistic Breeze. Which is your screen name, but you know, it's nice to know your name. And if I've missed it, it's just because my eyes are on the page and I didn't look at my iPad at that time, because I have my iPad with the chat so I can read what you're saying. So I'm just doing exactly the same with a 20% cool grey and just putting a base down as I usually do. I might have to break in like just 2 minutes just to grab my pills because I have to take my painkillers so that I can sit here longer and stream, otherwise my back will just give in and then I won't be able to do it. So it will be like 2 minutes. I won't cut the stream, I'll just disappear for like a minute. It won't take me a minute to just take them. Nick. If there's noise, I apologise. So, apart from this, as you know, I have 2 other ones on the go. This is just for the purpose of the video, really, because I wanted to do a colour along with everybody. And if I said that really fast, and I just realised I spoke really quick then. Oh dear. I spoke super quick. It's like I'm on speed. My mum used to say that to me a lot, like, Sam, you speak really quick, slow down. So I tried to. So yesterday I did upload a video. I don't know if you saw, I did the galaxy background. It's nothing special, it's more for beginners, so that's all I am, I'm a beginner. Yeah, I'm doing the Sphinx and I'm doing the Tinkerbell. I like to have a couple on the go. And then I'm going to do a monstrous task. And you know in Mythomorphia by Kirby Roseanne's, you've got that dragon in the back and it's got like a moon coming out of its mouth in the sea. Well, I'm going to be buddy colouring that with my really good friend Claire. And then after that, I just want to go back to the Fabiana books because... and the Serene book. I like to have 2 on the go at least. Oh, I hope you find it helpful. It is really, honestly, it is. I'm just a beginner. Like, it's nothing special. It's just how I did that one in Serene. So I hope someone finds it helpful. Film KP, I need some more of your chats. I've actually got about 4 more of yours to watch because I save things in my watch later list. So that I've got things, if I'm like at night and there's nothing on the telly, I go on YouTube and I watch all my watch later ones. And Andrew came in the bedroom the other day and I had YouTube on and I was watching Holbeins being unboxed and he must have thought, why are you watching that? I just torture myself. Like, I can't... Holbeins, I think they're called. Not Holbeins, Holbeins. And am I the only one that tortures myself looking at stuff? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm doing with this one, Cassandra. I'm just doing it. I'm making it up and winging it as I go along and we'll see what we come out with. But that's all I did with my others. Like, that's all I did with that and it ended up okay. So, yeah. We'll see what happens with this one. I very rarely plan my colours. I just, like, go ahead and start. So, it's a bit milder here now in the UK. It was so cold at the weekend, we had snow. And it's warmed up a little bit. It's not as cold, which is good. So I'm not moaning that I'm cold. I'm actually hot. I've rolled my sleeves up. Yeah, I don't know why I do it to myself. Like, I don't watch normal telly sometimes. I just sit there and looking on YouTube at, you know, most of the time rubbish, and then if I've run out of people's videos, or I'll forget that I put a load of stuff in my watch list and then I go through, like, I know, to be quite honest, I sit and I watch booktube a lot and I watch colouring, and then when I've done with those, then I look at random, like, rubbish or unboxings and torture myself knowing that I can't have them, but I just have to look at them. So that's what ends up happening.
Yeah, you used to give me heat for watching Bollywood DVD.
Wow, minus 18. Is that in Sweden? I would hibernate. I wouldn't leave the house. I feel like I can't deal with the cold. Andrew will tell you, I hate the cold. I'm always moaning. My feet are cold, my hands are cold, I'm cold. He's like, I think he hates the winter for me just saying I'm cold. Norway, blimmin' hell. That is really, really cold. It's like I was looking, I was talking about temperatures and they were saying that Russia has some, like, is it minus 40? It was some ridiculous temperature and I was like, no, I'd move. I couldn't do it. I mean, minus 40. I'd freeze. I think I'd freeze on the spot. I need someone to chisel away at me. I was no way I could move. No, not lemon hell. Blooming hell, like blooming hell. Blooming hell. Lemon hell. Oh dear. Why are you laughing? Oh gosh. Lemon hell, yeah. Oh, I need to stop laughing. Alright, give me a minute, I can't see the page. Oh dear. Oh. I'm off again. Okay, P, that's cracked me up. Oh dear. Oh, right. Yeah, I'll stop now. Yeah, I think it'll be more than 6. I can't stop laughing. I'm gonna start using that now. Oh, lemon hell. Lemon hell. No, sorry, it's blooming hell. Oh, if this was a video, I'd edit, I'd cut it. That's gone in my list of funny now. It's another thing I can sit and laugh at tonight, apart from swooping down. I know. The European winters are just, I mean, that's just crazy temperatures. Absolutely crazy. I have no idea, Marcella. I just go with it at the time because I don't plan it too much because I can't because of my pain. Because some days I can't sit for long and there's no point. So I tend to sort of like go on when I can. I'm trying to do this, like not leave it so long in between streams. So I can't give a like exact schedule. I'm hoping to just come on every day until I get it done. And if I can't, I'll say otherwise. But it's really hard for me to be able to put a schedule because of pain. So I wish I could tell you. I wish I could say, right, we go on every 2 days at this time. But it is just purely like depending on my pain levels. But hopefully, if all is well, I'll be here tomorrow again, probably at 4 o'clock the same time. 4 o'clock London time, that is. Okay, that took me long enough because of my giggles. Okay, I'm going with 50% cool grey again. I think I've composed myself now. I apologise for anyone that did not find me funny. And they're just having to sit here listening to me giggle away, but that's just how it went. Okay, it's as I said, 50% cool grey, so we're going back. And I'll try and speed my hands up a little bit because I am extremely slow. It's the layering. Oh, yummy. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, that's so cold. Minus. I mean, that part of it just puts me off anyway. Even if it was -1, I'm just like, as soon as I see the minus, I'm like, no. Can't do it. And I look at the weather and I'm like, Andrew, it's going to be minus. It's like, oh, God. He knows that the heating's on and I'm moaning. I sit with blankets over me half the time because I'm cold. I bought loads of blankets so I can just sit with a blanket. Hi, May. course you can get the same, yeah, Marcella. I could tell you, I'll test them out on a bit of paper. So if I like do the, I'll do them at the end. I'll tell you which ones. So I'll do them here when the Prismas. And then, so hold on. These are, I'll test them out for you. So they're Prisma. And then I'll tell you in polys after. Just remind me and I'll do it. Okay, so at the end I'll tell you which ones are the same. Hi Sammy. Hi Kate. Hi everyone. We've got more joining the party now. Okay, so I'm still on, sorry, I've got sidetracked there. I'm on 50% cool grey. I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. So if I miss anything in the chat that you need me to see, just put it in caps and I'll try and see it. My eyes are on the page for a second, otherwise I won't get anything done, so. And you watch some other people's streams as well, and that's no different. Something like just, so sometimes you just don't get much done, do you? Because you're just giggling or talking, and it just ends up being just one of those. Hi, Amy. Yep. Remember, it doesn't matter so much now because you blend it all out, whereas I'm going to start using so you swoop it all out like a bird. What rubbish are you putting on, Andrew?
It's a movie. You're going nuts. I've got free reign of the TV. Oh, God.
Yeah, but swoop was so funny. Okay, it's stuck in my head. I don't know why that. You know when you're just sitting there listening to something and you're just not expecting something, and you're trying to like keep in a giggle when you can't. Yeah, it was one of those moments. So KP has influence. I don't know if anyone's got any of the Misfits colouring book by White Stag. I haven't because they never appealed to me, and to be quite honest, a lot of them don't. But I do like the Alien one because there's so much stuff you can do with like the greys, the greens, the slime, you can do so much. So I really want the Aliens Misfits at some point. And I was watching one of KP's videos last night. She does the moth one. I don't know what, is it the winter one? The Winter Misfits book. There's like a moth one, wing moth. I can't remember the name of it now. But I was watching that last night and it was really good actually. I really liked it. Like it came out amazing. So I was sitting watching that and then I was listening and I just could not stop laughing. So that was a video, guys, if you want to go and check it out. I haven't got any. Oh, May, you are the one that KP, I'm sure it was influenced KP for them. I think you did all the glaciers and the icebergs, didn't you? And they were amazing. Yeah, so I look at, you know, May and Kalina's pictures from them and I think, oh, they're so lovely, do I, don't I? Then I think, but I wouldn't colour them. The only one I think I would be the Alien one. So that's in my wish list. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I thought it was May's ones. Because I saw, and I think May did one of the ones with a really sparkly sort of mermaid towel, and I was like, how did you do that? That's so lovely. So yeah, we all, you know, it's nice to get inspiration from others because we've all got our own style, but you know, when you see something else that you like, it's nice to sort of share that and you know, get an idea from someone else. I need a drink. Yeah, I say that. I learn loads. And as well, Francis, over at Cullen Francis, the two of them, they teach me so much stuff, even if it's like, you know, silly things. It's things that I didn't know, so I remember them. And I genuinely like sticking my earphones in and listening to them. Who, Marcella? Yeah, let's get KP some more subscribers. Like, let's share her because she's so funny. So, anyone joining? Go over to KP Colours. I'm gonna keep saying it. She's gonna get those followers because I want her to keep on with her chats. Hey, Francis! We're just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Melissa's strings are really cool. I joined in on the Nyx Warrior one, which was really, really nice. And I've just discovered that Melissa was on YouTube, so I have a lot of catching up to do. And Francis joined the club, and how spooky, we were just talking about Francis. So, yeah. Francis, you've missed. KP's come up with a new saying. Lemon hell. I'm not going to keep saying it because I'll start myself off again. Lemon hell. Oh, lemon hell. Yeah, do recommend her. And thank you. That's very, very sweet. I appreciate it so much because, as I said, I'm just a hobby colourist, and it's, you know, this community. I do it just because I like to have fun. Lemon hell. Yeah, Francis, lemon hell. Everyone was laughing because I said, you know, blooming hell, like blooming hell. She's like, oh, lemon hell? What? And it set me off on a giggle fit. So, so we got to start saying that one now. I think we got a new saying amongst us. I'm still with my 50% cool grey. Is anyone joining? Did I talk really fast then? Do you think so? Do you need subtitles? Oh dear. Oh, don't. I wasn't going to say that on the stream just because people will be joining thinking, what the hell? But, oh dear. Last night, yeah. So, Francis, you can explain it in the chat instead of me saying it out loud. But we were talking about unfortunate names. And someone had that name and, oh. 3:20 a.m. Jesus. Well, thanks for joining. Are you a night person then? Because I was up last night till gone 4, and that's like very late. But I was worrying about Rio, so I was listening out to make sure he was okay. And you know, like a mothering thing, you just can't sleep. So I was up till like gone 4. Okay, so this is not blended. That's why it looks all separated. I need to go in my darker one, then I'll blend it in with my lighter one. I'm going to try and speed up because, yeah, this is ridiculous. It's taking me this long. It's taking me 55 minutes to do not even a suitcase. It's ridiculous. So we'll speed up. But to be quite honest, once this is done, the leaves and the flowers won't take. It's everything else that takes so long. A picture takes me hours. It's because you talk, isn't it? And let's face it, this is what the live streams are about. You're sitting here, you're talking, you're interacting, you're having a good time. So it's gonna take longer. When you're sitting on your own filming, it's different because you're not talking to anyone, you're talking to the camera. Slightly, May. Yeah, me too, Amy. I'm the same as you. Well, maybe my voice might send you to sleep. With any luck, you might actually get some sleep. So I am nearly at 1,000 subscribers, which I was really happy about. I was like, wow, I've got 1,000 people that actually like me. So thanks. So we'll blend this in after. Me too, Desiree. I don't get out because of my pain on my back. So I think my friends have all abandoned me, which is, I joke about it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they have because of it. Because I don't really see anyone anymore. So yeah, this is my socialising. So, that's how it goes. Yeah, same. Same. I feel your pain. See, it's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because you want to do things and you want to, not be stuck in all day. And then when you do, you're in so much pain, you end up at home again and it's just like, oh. Sometimes it's worth the pain if you have such a good time, like weddings and occasions and stuff. And if you're laid up after, you've had such a good time to show for it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it, I used to get down about it when it was an I don't know I think most people with pain have gone through that. Where you're kind of like at that stage of acceptance and you haven't accepted that you can't do what you used to do. And that is when it hits you like a ton of bricks. And you can't accept it. But then you get past that and you realise that you have to just now have a new normal and then you have to adapt. And then that's when you start to love your life again a bit more rather than sitting there and getting, down about it. But it's the first part, it's the acceptance part that's the hardest hurdle to overcome, I think. So yeah, I mean, I've kind of accepted that that's how it is now. And then things start to fall back in place and you start to enjoy, the small things again and the pleasures in life and the luxury of your comforts at home. I mean, I'm very much a home person, so I enjoy my comfort and I enjoy pajamas and slippers and sitting around with a blanket and my animals and that suits me fine. But I just wish that I could just get back to some sort of normality. But I've kind of accepted that at the moment that's sort of a bit of a distance for me to get there, if that makes sense, if I make sense. I do. I'm on a lot, Francis. A lot of them. I won't list them off, but yeah, a lot. So, and that's another thing. I think I've got the right balance now that I don't feel like I'm sort of, can't sort of get out of bed, whereas that's what it used to be. I used to be in bed because I couldn't move. And now that allows me to be able to do this again. Because I did take up colouring and then I couldn't do it for so long because I couldn't get comfortable and I couldn't adjust. So it got to me a little bit because even my hobby was taken away for a while. But now, you gotta be happy. Okay, I'm going back to my 20% cool grey and I'm just going to blend that out, I think. I'm not going to do the other one. You got to be happy, haven't you? Otherwise, you know, life can be tough. I mean, for anyone, forget, you know, pain and health stuff. It can be difficult, so you have to be happy. It takes work. Oh, thank you. I mean, that's why I was going to do the next month, the colouring for chronic pain month over on Instagram. If you're on Instagram and you didn't know I had an account, I'm the same as on here. I'm Colour and Chat with Sammy. I do colour along, monthly colour alongs. So next month, I'm doing colouring for chronic pain month, and it's to those of you, or if you want to support people who suffer with chronic pain daily. And it's just like I was saying, it's not going to be a set picture or a set book. It is going to be purely a picture that helps you escape. So whether or not you find that in a Hannah book, or doing a person, or doing flowers, or whatever you know, whatever sort of helps you escape and takes your mind off it. It's like for your medicine, really, isn't it? So that's what we're going to do next month. So it's going to be just a picture that helps you take your mind off it. And you can do as many entries as you want. You can do the entire month of it for every picture that you do in that month. You can do as much as you want. But I just thought it would be a good idea because there's so many events for everything else. And you don't really hear people, because people who suffer with chronic pain, they're kind of just like left to it. And you feel like you're sort of hitting your head against a brick wall most of the time anyway. So if you can escape with something, let's just like do it as an event. Let's do it together. We can make it like a yearly thing, an annual thing or something, if it's a success and everyone really enjoyed it. I mean, maybe we could do a live stream with it on YouTube and give people that opportunity to talk about, you know, what they go through, because it can be quite isolating. It's an isolating experience for a lot of people because of being at home all the time. So it's nice to be able to do something. So, yes. Yeah, no, Desiree, yeah, that's it's nice to be able to have that time as well now, because it's a lot of pressure when they're young, isn't it? Especially if you suffer with pain. So it's nice that they're able now. So I'm going on my black, and again I'm picking out where the shadow might be from the buckle on the chest. I just got to do this bit and then we'll decide what we're going to do inside, but we'll get there. So, oh, I knocked the tripod. Yeah, it seems like there's a big interest in that event, actually. I put it up like an announcement that was my plan, and it's quite surprising how many people have come forward and said, yep, that's me, I suffer and I can't wait to join in. And I was like, great, you know. And as I said, for those who don't, it'd be nice for you, it's like, if, you know, for those of us that do things for like cancer charities and stuff, it's you're not necessarily going through something yourself, but you want to join in to support. So it's just a supporting thing rather than, you know, if you suffer. Not everyone does, and it's so nice. I remember the days where I didn't, and it's like, oh, I want those back. I will need to just disappear for a minute in when I've done this black to just go and grab my, talking of pain, grab my pills and just take them down, and then I'll be straight back. I won't go off stream, it will just be here, but I'll be quiet for a second because I won't be at the table.
I could take over.
Aww. Well, we'll make it a positive thing, Kate, you know. We'll make it like a thing to sort of unite rather than get upset to ourselves about it, because, yeah, as I said, it's isolating. You don't want to, you know, feel like that anymore. So let's all support each other. I'm just blending that in with my 70% because I've just done it a bit too dark for my liking. So if you don't get it wrong like I did, then you won't have to do that. I don't want it as dark, that's all. Things might happen live and I won't be that happy with them, so I might change them. You might see me altering something, but that's fine. The more the merrier. You join in. The more the merrier. As I said, it's just nice for everyone to be able to do something together. And, you know, the more friends you make in the community, you realise actually that a lot of you have a lot in common. And you can all relate with the colouring. The colouring is our big common factor, isn't it? Like, we all enjoy it. So it's nice for that fact. And then we've got things like, you know, if someone's suffering with the same condition, or if someone's got like things that when you get talking, you find that you've got things in common with like things that you watch, you read, and it's nice. I love this community. Yeah, it is. It's such an amazing like group of people. I've made so many amazing friends through it that I know that I'll be checking in for life with, you know. I've got someone that I meet up with who I've made through the colouring. And then, you know, I've made friends with people all over the world, and that's so nice. I would never have done that otherwise. I know. I've got all three of them, Kalina. I've just not done much out of them. I've done 2 pictures, I think, and they're not that great. I did them ages ago. So I'll get around to it at some point. Yeah, you got to be careful with that, Cassandra. Just make sure you look after it. Like, you know, don't bend too much and stuff, and then, you know, it puts strain on it. So I'm just grabbing in because I just want to blend it out a bit. My 70% just to darken it up, but blend the black out a little bit, if that makes sense. So I said I'm just going along here. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. And then I'm grabbing my buff titanium again. Hey, Deborah. No, exactly, Desiree. I'm just going to go over this part like I did on the last bit, and then we're going to go here and decide what we're going to do with the interior. I've done so much talking. But everyone's in good voice. It's nice. I love sitting here chatting, actually. I just realised that. Yep, Kate, you've said it, you know, and if someone even if one person takes something away from a video of yours, then, or they give feedback to you, like Desiree absolutely warmed my heart today with her pictures, then job's done. You know, I like giving anyway. I love giving back, and you know, for me, I get asked quite often, you know, oh, what do you think about all this monetization YouTube chat? And I'm like, huh? I don't even know what it's about, and 2, I'm not interested. To me, it's about the hobby, not about the money. So that is exactly why I do it, just so that someone... Andrew, shush, please. I just do it because for a long time, people were asking, you know, could you just tell me how you did this? I just thought it's easier to just quickly do a video, actually. So that is my plan, as long as people have me. Okay, so I don't know if I'm entirely happy with that, actually, so we might blend that in a bit more. If I don't like it, I'll alter it a little bit. just because I'm not happy with it, you know. Not everything's going to come out exactly how I like it, is it? But what I'm going to do with that, actually, I'm going to grab my uni ball. And this is optional. This is just me being extra. Why is that not? Just fancy doing some little dots or something. It just gives it something extra. I haven't got a method to this. I just go with what I feel like. It just gives it something. Velcro veins. No, I think that on mine though sometimes, and I can see it on mine. I haven't shaded it out entirely, but that's fine. It's not gonna be perfect as long as you know you're happy with it. That's fine. I'm just gonna turn my book a second, just because the camera is like here and it's right in front of my face and I can't see. I tell him that all the time. He has to put up with me. Like, shush, Andrew, shush. They're all laughing at me, shushing you. Like, shush, Andrew. How dare you talk? Okay, stop making me laugh. I'll never get anything done. What does he have to put up with? Shush. You may not talk until I finished. Okay, I'm alright with that. Dearie me. We're going to go with this little bit here now. Why do my prismas not keep their point? They just seem to go blunt very quickly, and I have no idea why. I'm going back my 20% cool grey. Yeah, I should start telling him that actually. If you want to talk, raise your hand. In the meantime, shush.
Not in kindergarten.
Yeah. Oh. Is this what happens when you're with someone that long? It's just like, as I said, I've been with him now 13 years, and he's just that comfortable. You're just sitting there like, shush. Like, if you were first going out with someone, you'd never tell them that. You'd be like, oh no dear, and everything they say is like amazing, and everything they do is the best, and now you're just like, eh. Because you're so used to each other. Like, the sun shines out of them when you first start going out. It's true though, isn't it? Poor man. Anyway, he's just sitting right opposite me. I'm talking about him like he's not in the room. Hi Andrew, love you Andrew. 50% cool grey now. Oh dear. I do that Cassandra all the time. Actually, it's the other way round. let me be honest. I don't shut up when the telly's on. And I don't know if anyone else does this, but I talk to the telly a lot. So if someone's done something, I'm like, no, you can't do that. And Andrew's like, shh. And he's like, we're meant to be watching the film, not talking to it. Or if I'm really annoyed with someone, I'm like, oh my God, you didn't just do that. I talk to the telly all the time. So actually, I'm the loud telly talker. But yeah, that's his job to shush me then. He always says to me, did you even watch that or did you just talk your way through it? And I'm like, no, I saw it, but I had to talk. I had to talk first. Like, you have to tell these characters that they're in the wrong. I know they can't hear you, but still it's got to get out of my system. Yeah, I know. I should be on Gogglebox, but there's no one to do it with me because all I do is talk at the TV. Or if, like, I don't know if in the UK there's a soap called EastEnders. Oh my goodness me! Well, it's the only soap that I really watch, but I talk to the telly on that all the time. Like, they can hear me. They can hear me, apparently, I think. Yeah, no, I'm quiet with Game of Thrones until the end. Then I'm not. You know when you've got some, like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's not watched it yet, but the last season, every episode had that oh my gosh moment. And Andrew will tell you, he was having a shower one day and I was watching the last episode of it and I couldn't help it. It was just involuntary. It came out. I was screaming like, oh, no, that didn't just happen. Oh my gosh. And I'm very loud when it comes to Game of Thrones, I must admit. I can't help it. It's, as I said, it's an involuntary action that comes from my gums. Exactly, Francis. No one has a good time. That's why it's addictive viewing, because it is so... There's always drama. You've got to love the drama. Andrew's put Simpsons on now. I don't like Simpsons much. He loves it. He watches it all the time. Okay, so I'm now going back to my 70% cool grey. I'm just reading. Oh, I know, didn't you? And then I sat there bawling my eyeballs out. You know, at the credits when the song comes on 1,000 Years at the end on Twilight, the last one, and you've got them showing all the characters it's been throughout the films. And I was sobbing. I was sobbing my heart out. My friend Gemma, who's my best friend, she was sitting there nearly wetting herself at me. Oh, Tassa, you get on with Andrew. He loves it. He watches it every day. You fall asleep. I was sobbing. I was not even crying. Crying's the wrong word. I was, you know when you're like laughing at yourself crying, so you were shaking, your whole body's like this. And because I was laughing at how emotional I was, because everyone was looking at me, my whole body was in this shake. And I just couldn't stop crying. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this to myself again. As soon as I saw, because I was a massive Edward Cullen fan. Oh, seriously. Massive Edward Cullen fan. I was like obsessed. Rob-sessed, as they said, didn't they? Rob-sessed. With him in that movie. Don't like him in anything else, but I loved him in that movie. And it wasn't even Robert Pattinson I was so much obsessed with. It was Edward Cullen. And as soon as I saw his picture at the end, like thinking there will be no more Edward Cullen, like just none. How's life going on? It's just, I was obsessed with it. I've watched the films, read the books so many times. And, oh dearie me. And then I needed a new obsession. And I haven't had one really since. I have it in the way of box sets, but I mean film franchises. I don't know, like, I watched the Hunger Games. I enjoyed those, but they weren't really like wow. I'm obsessed. I'd rewatch them, but I'm not like wow. Harry Potter. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. I've watched those films hundreds of times. I'm Harry Potter mad. What else? Tatty. Like what ones? I cry. I cry a lot. Andrew will tell you. I'm a very emotional person, so I'll cry at lots of things. I cry at adverts. Oh, I love Harry Potter. You're not on your own. I watch them all the time. Like, I watch them at least. I reread the books yearly. Every year I'll reread. Oh no, I didn't even say what I'm doing. 20% Cool Grey. I'll reread the books every single year, and I'll watch the films yearly as well. Probably twice, maybe 3 times. I love them. You can't have too much of it. Oh, I love both those films, Tatty. I love them. And they're both Nicolas Cage, so do you like him then? Because he was good. And then he went funny when he started doing all those Ghost Riders and whatever other movies that he did. I didn't like him after that. No, I do love... Face Off is always on, and Con Air, I love him. Cyrus the Virus is such a good character in that. I love those films. They're so good. I find the best movies are from like the 90s. I don't think they've made some... I don't know. For me, I think films have lost their sparkle a little bit these days. And you end up rewatching all the old stuff rather than what's on now. I don't know. I just think that they keep remaking stuff. They keep trying to revamp stuff. They're just not got the same sparkle. So that's why I watch a lot of box sets now. Okay, so what am I doing? Yeah, like the Die Hards and stuff. I love the 90s films. But then I grew up in the 90s. So I was born in the 80s but grew up in the 90s. For any of you do wondering, because I get, people must think, I don't know, but you kind of make a picture in your head of how old someone is. I'm 30, so I'm not like a baby or anything. Like, because quite a few people said, "Oh, what are you, about 18?" By how I talk, I'm like, no. I wish, but no. Yeah, this is the second. The second one's in the airport, isn't it? No, I love that one. Yeah, they've lost their sparkle. They really have. I don't know. I just tend to watch all the old stuff now. Me and Andrew always watch the older films, and I know, quite a few of you probably not into horror films, but I love horror films. But they've just don't know what to do. They do not know what to do anymore. So they just do the same old rubbish and then keep revamping it and then keep ruining it. And I'm like, no, you should have just left it alone. Oh, Kate, happy birthday for yesterday. Well, I'm 31 in April, so I need to start thinking about serious life decisions now, like not keep mucking around instead of the time just goes so quick. Like I blinked and I'm now 30 and I'm like, where did that go? Where did time go? Okay, so that will do on that one. And I'm just going to get some buff titanium. I wish I felt 20 or 30. Like my body feels 90. My brain doesn't. I prefer the 30-year-old me because I've grown up a lot. But yeah, it's nice when you're at that age where you're a bit selfish and you're totally oblivious to responsibility and you miss that. You think, and when you hear people say I live at home, and I'm like, stay at home, just stay there, don't move, stay at home for as long as you can, because responsibility kicks in for the huge stuff, and then You think, oh, why didn't I drag that out longer?
No, that's not good enough. I want you to shake my hand as a fellow.
Yeah, buff titanium again. Right, okay, so I have to do that. Oh my goodness, the birds are off again. I'm going to go in straight with the darker colour, which is the, I'm going to turn my book, which is the 70% cool grey. I'm going to just do the outside. That's Tilly, for anyone wondering, that's not Rio. Tilly's having a shout. They are now. I like all the old ones. Natalie, I'm just seeing who said that, Ben. Who said that? I do like horrors, I must admit I do. Like, I like all the, I know, like, they're gory and you sit there and they can't come up with anything original these days, but I don't know, something draws me into them because I'm just like, ugh, that's gross. But I'm yet to find something to, like, make me jump out of my skin. The only one that did do that, actually, was Sinister. When I watched that for the first time with all the lights off, oh my lord. I was like, no, it's too much, can't do it. I said to Andrew, it really made me scared. And apart from that, nothing else has. I'm just like, okay, that was rubbish. And then we sit at the end of a film every time and we're like, was that worth it? No. We've just wasted an hour of our lives or 2 hours of our lives. I love the old Freddy Kruegers. We got the box set of the original ones. Like, he's just creepy, isn't he? Okay, I need to like blend that out a little bit because that looks crap. I don't like Jaws. Andrew likes that. He likes anything about, like, Andrew loves like all the National Geographic stuff, like all the documentaries and whatevers, and he watches like all the stuff on the nature and the like sharks. He loves sharks, anything about great white sharks and whatever. So yeah, he likes all those nature programs. So whenever Jaws comes on, like, he's had that on 100 times. He probably knows it off by heart, word for word. I don't like it, but he does. So whatever makes him happy. I'm just going with black now. I'm just going to go a little bit in the corners. And then I'm going back with my 70% cool grey and just blending it out a little bit. So, I don't know if it's alright. That's all I've achieved on this stream. What is going on? Oh no, look, the Uniball. We need the Uniball. Let's do the Uniball first. I've got to take my pills. I'm still not taking them and the pain's like at me. Am I missing anything? You're not an old lady. It's my mum's. Anyone that is on the Reading with Pugs group, I don't know if you've seen my mum floating around. She's always posting. Susan Wilkes. It's my mum's 60th this year. So, yeah, she's going to be sick. And I'm telling her, Rachel, on camera, she's going to love me, isn't she? Oh, bless her. But I've got to plan something, and she can't. She's going to say, Sam, shut up. Why are you telling everyone I'm 30? It's just me putting my mum's age out there. So, you know now. I'm gonna. I probably can't even get up. This is the 20% cool grey, as you probably guess, because it's the lightest one. I'm just gonna, because I don't want it all fully dark on that bit. It's got to be a bit more graduated, doesn't it? Yeah, give me everything. I think I'll be like that if I ever have a baby. Like, give me everything. Pain relief, anything. Just give me it all. I'll have it. Gas and air. I was given that stuff when I had to go to hospital with my pain. I couldn't move one day and I had to go to hospital. And the ambulance came and they gave me a whole canister, like the huge canisters of gas and air. Oh, it was amazing. I was like, is this what it feels like? It's like floating on air. 70% cool grey. I will, Marcella. Look, what I'll do this bit and this bit. Yeah, and then I'll tell you what they are, so you know. Oh my gosh, this is going to be like 7 parts, isn't it? I can see it now. Yeah, she just, Marcella just wants to know, Kalina, what the same colours are in the polys, because she's got polys, so I'll tell her in a minute, because I do use polychromos and prismas on my pictures, so I will tell you what the same shades are, or as close to, so. Yeah, I'll finish this up. What I'll do this, I'll tell you the colours, and then I'll probably quit the stream if yeah, and I'm not going to do anything away from camera. I've said I won't. It just means that these are going to be really long, so I'm sorry. Like, where you probably thought, oh gosh, I've got another like 4 parts. Yeah, you probably have. The other, as I said, the flowers won't take me long. They really won't, they're quick. We want the buff titanium, don't we? Yeah, we do. I'm going to blend that out a bit. You've probably got, like, my style by now. Stupid amount of layers. Dark to light and buff titanium. So how does Sammy colour? She uses buff titanium a lot. No, well, I'm happy that you're with me. Tatty does the funniest Instagram stories, and she puts like everything on Instagram stories. And me and Jen love watching her Instagram stories. And if anyone is a book person, Tatty has a book channel over on YouTube called Musical Tatty, so you can go and have a look at her channel. She does book reviews, reading books. She's part of the booktube community. I'm just blending this a little bit because we're 20% cool grey, because I've done that a bit too dark. And then I'm grabbing my buff titanium, and yes, you do need a buff titanium in your life. If you don't get the luminance, I wouldn't necessarily recommend luminance, if I'm honest. I was saying this to my mum earlier. They're my least used pencils, I'd say. But I do love the luminance buff titanium. It's the best. I love it. So I'm grabbing back my 70% cool grey. I use it for everything, and I just need these in singles, and I'm happy. I'm fine. Like, if anyone's got any YouTube channels, Instagrams, write them or put them in the comments, and or if I don't see it, message me it, and I'll subscribe, and I'll come and have a look on Instagram, because I like people to follow. I will spend all my days just following people rather than watching normal telly. Okay, and that's my buff titanium. So we've done that. Okay, Liam, do you want me to just quickly check them? I need to do the inside, but I'll do that after. So let's grab our comparison. I'd say straight away by eye that the warm grey 2 is going to, yeah. So I would say, no, we're not going to do that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one. This is cold grey 2. So you need cold grey 2 in polys. So the cold greys are what are going to be the ones, I can see it now. What's this one? No, not that one. So hold on, we're going to write them in the corner. Cold grey, excuse my writing. Cold grey 2 for definite. I'm trying to work them out for you. Would you say that's more to it than... I'm working them out. So I can't get one near. Hold on. What about that one? Oh, don't mind me, I'm just like fiddling around here. No, I'm trying to... Hey, no, that's still not one. Hold on. I'm trying to work out. It's hard to like work out what's nearest to it. Right, I'd say that is as close as I'm going to get. You can't really see the difference. Okay, so this one is Payne's Grey for your darkest. Which is 181. I didn't put the cold grey there, did I? Cold grey 2 is 231. Oh, that's just mucking around. And then I need to get the one closest to... hold on. So that's your lightest, your darkest. We need a medium. Hold on, this is the one I've got to match it to now. Sorry, bear with me. I don't think you're going to get it exact, but you're going to get it close to. If it was me, I would layer that one. Lay into that one, which is cold grey 5, I think. If you're asking my opinion, this is what I would do. Cold grey 5, which is 254, and then I would layer the Payne's Grey on top for your darkest going in, because that blends really well together. So that is Payne's Grey, Cold Grey 5. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the tripod. Payne's Grey. Yeah, I would do that. That is probably the best in terms of like you can't see, it will graduate in. So Cold Grey 2, Payne's Grey and Cold Grey 5, if that's okay. I mean they would blend in well together. I've got all these greys out now. I'm all 50 shades over here. I've got them all. Okay, so we'll do the buckle and then we're going to stop because I really do need to go and take my bills. So I'm going to grab now, I'm doing polys again. So we've got, look how short they're getting. We got dark Naples ochre, brown ochre and yellow ochre. I just find them, Francis, I just find them harder for me to like blend into others. Like, some papers, it's what it is, they don't like all books. And I find that I'm just need to work at them a lot more. Yeah. Well, I am quite literally. Like the amount of greys I got sitting here, I'm all 50 shades. Right, okay. I need a brown. I need... Hold on, I'm coming back. I'm just trying to find the one that I need. And I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I think he's switched off to me now. I'm sure he's not listening to me. I can't find the pen. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to go with walnut brown. Do you find that they have very selective hearing? Oh dear. Right, okay. I'm laying down my dark Naples ochre, which is 184 in the polychromos I'm on now. Because I just can't, I can't seem to stay away from polychromos for long. And then I'm going to do this, I think, in the greys. I'm just going to think of that now when I think of grey. I'm going to do this in the greys, I think. And then I might do this in a colour combination that I've got, which is, oh, I can't think now. Black raspberry and blush pink. I think I'm going to do the interior in greys and that. My goodness, your hearing is amazing. Yes, it is Futurama. It's coming after The Simpsons. He's not watching it. He's on his phone. He's waiting for The Simpsons to come on. But yeah, Futurama comes on after The Simpsons. So, yes, you did. Gosh, you got... Is that how loud it is then? The background? How did you pick that out? I would never have heard that. I know, I will do at some point. I did want to do rose gold, funnily enough, but it's so much hard work, I'll be here forever. I'm better off doing that on a stream on its own, because honestly, this will never get done. It requires so much work, because there's so many layers to achieve that colour. Yeah, it's really hard, rose gold. I must admit, I said this, it took some practice for me. And at first I thought, oh Lord, I can't do this. And then I played around with it, and then it actually looked like it in the end. And I thought, okay, I've done it. But it takes so much work, it is a separate stream. Do you know, I've never watched this show in my life. It's on in the background. I know it's called Futurama, but I don't know what it's about. I'm guessing it's something in space. Okay then, and then we've got light yellow ochre. I'm going quite hard just into the corners of my gold. I don't know where my other brown is. I usually use like dark umber or whatever it is, but I can't find it, so it's going to have to be walnut brown. A rose gold ink. I've not seen one of those. If you find it, let me know. I'd love to know. Where did you find it? Okay, now I'm going into my brown ochre, and I'm going quite a hard pressure to initially start and fading it, swooping it out. Fading it out. I'm fading it out, just being silly. I've had fun today, talking. I've not shut up, have I? As KP says, she likes to flap her gums. I've flapped my gums the entire time. Yeah, Loretta, they kind of have similar colours in every set. It's just, if you kind of like put it on your screen and match it against it, I'd say. I'm going to have to start finding a colour combination in Prismacolors so I can tell you what it is. So, yeah. I mean, I love doing the videos. But sometimes you also just want to like go and colour on your own as well. So I love doing this, and I'll always like upload. But if I go quiet for a bit, it's just because I'm enjoying my pictures like on the side as well. But I think everyone can relate to that. You know, you kind of just sometimes, if you go quiet, it's just because you're off enjoying, you know, your pictures in quiet kind of thing. And where do you find this, Marcella? Is it on Amazon? And does it look like it? I'm going to have to look into this. Like, my bank account is screaming at me already. Like, it's like, no. Okay, and then I'm going to get my darkest one, which is walnut brown. And I don't put much of this. It's just to do the darkest, like, part, really. It's just a little bit, not a lot. It just gives it some depth so it doesn't look so flat, that's all. There you go, Kate. I'll have to look at that myself, KP, thanks. I hope you don't mind calling me you KP. I think it sounds so cool. Like, I love your full name, Kalina, obviously, but KP is just like, it's a cool name to have. KP. Like, you can't say it with SW. It doesn't sound right. KP just, it rolls off the tongue. Right, my second name is J, so like SJ would sound better, but yeah, Samantha Jane, SJ sounds good. Why can't my surname be J? Yes, I did, Francis. I used a jelly roll glaze. I'll show you at the end of this. But we've done the gold almost. It's a jelly roll. What a silly name for a pen. Jelly roll. Sounds like you're rolling jelly. Jelly roll pen. Oh dear. Yeah, in clear. That's it. Jelly roll glaze. It's amazing. You can get a pack of 3. Yeah, I love calling Kalina KP. It's cool. It's a great name. This is my walnut brown. I feel like Bob Ross. You go through all the colours all the time. You gotta remember to keep repeating what you're doing. I'll see. I've done it again. Dark Naples ochre, and I'm just blending it in a little bit. Okay, and then that one, and then that is done for now. I'm not going to stream anymore. This is about as far as I'm going to get, so I'm so sorry. If people who stuck with me, I really do appreciate it. Right, I'm just getting my Uniball Signo, and I'm literally just going to put a shine. Is it in camera? Yeah. Just make it a little bit bigger to thin, and then I'll show you the wings and tell you what to do. Okay, so that's for today. So that's it. Is that okay? As I said, my God, I've been on here for 109 minutes. That's a long time. All right, so let me show you quickly before I leave. So that's done for today, and then we'll come back. This is going to be quite a few parts, but yeah, that was fun. I've had fun. That's the main thing. Right. So Peter Pan. We're on the wings. Let's put. So with this, I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a shine to it. I've put the jelly roll glaze. So it really does shine. It makes it look like it's sparkly. No, not sparkly. Shiny, like iridescent wings. That's the one I was going for. And I've started it up. It needs to get the light to hit. That's it. So that's what I've done on her wings. And you achieve that by polychromos. I've got to put my arm in the way a minute. I'm sorry. I know. The better ones. Oh, my house phone's going now. Andrew, just ignore it from... Oh, I'm busy at the minute. If it's anyone for me. Okay, so I used in... No, I didn't use that one. I used this one. In polychromos, you are just fading out slightly. And I used light Magneta, which is, so if you want to write this down, it's entirely up to you, 119. So that's a very pale pink. And then I used a violet in 138, and this is all polychromos. Then I used, this is just, you do it how you want it, and then you go with like a white gel pen, and then you coat the whole thing in Jelly Roll Glaze. Then I used light ultramarine in 140. Then the lightest green I have is light green, which is 171. Magenta. Magneta. Oh dear. I told you I say things wrong all the time. Never mind. Magenta. Is that what it's... You know, I've been saying Magneta my entire life. Oh dearie me. Oh, thanks, Francis. Magenta. Oh dear. Can I just call it Magneta? Oh dear. Yeah, I haven't actually done any more on the Sphinx, and then I've got cream in 102, and I'm just picking out just little bits in each of them, and I'm just fading it out, and then of course I blend all of the colours together with buff titanium in the luminance, and then you just quite literally go with your gel pen. So you go like with your gel pen, and you go just over all the lines, because then it makes it look like they're a bit more see-through, and then grab your jelly roll, and you just go over the entire area, and you do that to make the shine, so it should shine. And yeah, I think that's all right on wings actually. Oh my god, have you really did you really send a voice clip of how I'm supposed to pronounce that? I can't believe you've done that. I'm still going to be calling it Magneta. I need to end the stream, otherwise I'm just going to laugh. Oh dear, I'm going to stop laughing in a minute. Alright, that's Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, and this is from Fabiana Atanatha. Oh god. Oh dear. Fabiana Atanasio, however you say. I'm probably saying her name wrong, aren't I? I just want to say it in like an Italian accent, Atanasio. And then I'm doing my other one, which I haven't actually done anything in since. No, I can't talk. And then yeah, I'm doing this one as well. Which I'm doing the wings totally different on this. And I've used ink tents just for that only, but the rest is polychromos actually. And I've changed my gold up on this. How are you two? How, Kalina and Francis, how are you two even writing? Are you not on your phones? How are you writing? I can't go into I can't do anything while I'm on my phone. So yeah, that's my Sphinx. So I've got this on the go, I've got the Peter Pan on the go, and I'll see, because I'm on my phone, I can't actually read any of my messages. So yeah, those are the two that I'm doing like in the background on my own. And this is the one I'm going to be doing very soon, like this huge, humongous task. And I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's going to be a body colour as well. So, and she really sent it, Kalina. I'm going to have to, what am I going to that for? So, I can't even find my work in progress now. So, yeah, so it's that one and the Tinkerbell. And this one, I've just done one colour and buff titanium. You're going to hear that a lot from me. So this is dark indigo. I'm blending it out with buff titanium, and then I'm going round the wings. Just a little tip from me, I don't know if you like it, but I go round the wings with white and it just makes them pop. And then I've darkened here, I've darkened my gold on this, so it's a little bit, I don't know, it looks like a different gold instead of a light gold. So yeah, that's it. So for those of you who are colouring with me, I'm sorry, I haven't done much today, but we've done that. We've got a little bit further. So yeah, and thanks for hanging out with me. That was fun. I'm like, look, I'm reading your chat on here. It's my screen froze on my hand when I was doing that, so I don't know what's going on with that, but the chat's still going. So hi Michelle. So yeah, thank you guys, and thanks for sticking with me. And I hope you had as much of a good time as I did. And although we didn't get much done, we did have a good chat. We spoke the entire time, haven't we? I haven't stopped speaking. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have a lovely evening or afternoon wherever you are, or morning. I mean, it's evening here for me now. It's 6 o'clock, it's definitely pill time. So thank you so much, and thanks for sticking it out with me, and I'll speak to you all as I usually do, probably daily, and take care. Bye.